Hey y'all, Craig with Small Town Reshop. How's everybody doing this morning? All right, y'all. The Boston butt's been on for about a little over 2 hours, so we're fixing to take all the aluminum foil and stuff off, and I gotta rotate it around, kind of check my fire, check my little smoke chips. I may have to move that. May have to add a little more charcoal. Things I have to do since I don't have a smoker, but I can still get a pretty good smoke on some things that I've done on this grill. So let's get everything switched around. All right, y'all. We go get this thing flipped around, and y'all kind of see how I got to get it done on here. Get you some community coffee, y'all. Oh.
It's so hot to be drinking coffee.
But I got to use my things because everything's hot. The wind is starting to blow a little bit, so I know it's aggravating, but this is the way I got to do things, y'all. Hopefully I won't lose my aluminum foil. And when I do this, you'll see it always gets color on one side. This is why I have to switch it around. Oh Lord, look y'all. And we're tearing this apart. Oh, I need more water. We're gonna need to get some more water because look. Ooh. Yeah, because it sure did do that. I think, no, it's good. All right, so now I gotta try to get it. I'm not gonna flip it. I'm gonna twist it. You'll see it. You'll see how much darker it is on this side because it's closer to the coals. And I'm fixing to spill all kinds of stuff, but it's all good. It's actually getting some good color on it though.
Oh, it is a lot darker on that side.
Yep. So
That's okay. I like a little char.
yeah, but that's all gonna get
Cut off?
it's all look. It's all gonna get broke up.
Oh, okay.
And at some point, I'm gonna start. Which Melissa told me to. I'm gonna take some apple juice, and I'm gonna start putting
Water?
apple juice.
Apple juice?
I'm gonna start basting it some with some apple juice and butter to kind of keep it moist. So I'm probably fixing to have to go make that up and get it on here. Now it got taller back here, so now I got to kind of move it forward a little bit because the lid's not gonna shut
Enough.
quite as much as it did a while ago. So that worked out pretty good. I do have to get I got to get some more water and some more apple juice, and I'm gonna put it in my cast iron, and I'm gonna let that kind of steam. Yeah,
Got it.
I'm gonna let that kind of steam. I gotta see how far I can go down. That's as far as I can go down. That's why I'm having to put all my aluminum foil and stuff on it. So we can leave it just like this for now. Let me get my water, and I'll show you how we get that steam. All right. So what I did, I'm really proud of the color, y'all, because this is not a smoker. This is a pit, and you can see, y'all. Look at the lid. The lid's like an inch. I only get like 1.5 inches clearance. Now this is some cast iron stuff that I don't use. And it had already cooked that water out. So now I put some apple juice, water, and wood chips in that cast iron over the coals. And when it steams that water out, then wood chips should be soaked enough that it should start smoking, and I'll get some more smoke out of it. And that'll help. But everything, all this thing, it's going to be torn completely apart. It's going to be pulled pork. And we're going to do pulled pork sandwiches. Now I have to get it covered back up. So I got to kind of remember which one I got here. That's my little one. Let me do my big one first. My big one. And all I did was, I didn't actually put enough. And it's still hot. I was just trying to keep some of that smoke in. So we would keep some of the smoke, some of the heat. That thing's a little warm too. And just kind of keep it down. And it's working out pretty good as far as that. I guess I need to buy me a smoker, and I wouldn't have to be doing this, but it kind of allows it to where, the smoke can still get itself out, which you still need it to do because there's no stacks or anything on this grill. So it brings the heat back through this way, from this side, and it comes over that big piece of meat. If you can tell, I did have to fillet that Boston butt down just so I could get the lid this low. But I think it's gonna do good, y'all. So we'll keep a check on it, and I'll show you once it's completely done. It's probably gonna cook for another couple hours, if not more. Then I'm gonna kind of wrap it up and put that apple juice all on it, let it kind of get a little bit more juicy, soften things up, and let it cook for probably another hour, and then we're gonna be breaking it up. So we'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, y'all, it's me again. I'm back. All right, at the 3-hour mark. So we hit the 3-hour mark of cooking on the pit and smoking it like this. That's as much as we could get out of it without starting over with the charcoal. So, and I didn't have quite enough charcoal. So now I'm going ahead and I'm wrapping it. I'm putting the butter, gonna drizzle the apple juice on it. We're gonna get this thing wrapped up good and tight. Melissa's gonna run and get some more charcoal, and then we'll get everything back on the pit. So this is what we got going on right now. All right, so we got it off the pit, and I've got a stick of butter cut up into pats. Y'all, it looks good. It actually looks good. It's actually wanting to start tearing apart, which is good. I just tasted that. It's really good. I got to get it wrapped so we can get some moisture in it, get it back on the pit, probably let it go for another hour, maybe 2, while it's completely wrapped up in its own juices with the apple juice. We're going to put the apple juice and the butter, and then I will start, after it cools, we will tear this completely apart, and it's going to go in a pot with my barbecue sauce, brown sugar, everything that we want in the pulled pork for the sandwiches. So as you can see, if you don't have a smoker and you just have a regular pit, move it off the heat, get everything, put your heat to one side, move everything, get you some chips in it if you have gas, and some kind of liquid, apple juice, water, something, make those chips smoke, and you can make a good Boston butt or a brisket, and it can come out really well. You just have to kind of practice at it and know your pit, So I'm hoping y'all having a wonderful weekend. She ain't left yet. She's looking for her phone, I'm sure, right here by me. Her phone's out here with me. So there she is. She just threw on some clothes. Y'all tell them, hey, babe.
Hey, y'all.
So she's got to run and get me some stuff. I'm going to get this thing wrapped up good and tight. All I'm going to do, y'all, with this apple juice is I'm just going to drizzle the apple juice in here. I'm going to make like a, get a bowl around this thing and get that apple juice in the bottom. It'll start steaming, and it will definitely make this pulled pork really, really juicy and flavorful. So y'all keep on watching. I'm going to keep putting bits and pieces of this on at a time, and eventually maybe I will put it all together in one video, and I will have it on our With the Bickham channel on YouTube. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. We will see y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. I don't know what that was. Beloise turned the flower pot over. All right. We had to, on the last little video, we had to start over, y'all. I had to kind of get things out. You can see where it was laying. I'm not worried about that because now we have it wrapped up. We have the butter, the rest of the apple juice in here. It's got almost a whole stick of butter in pats on top of it. And the apple juice, maybe probably a half a cup, maybe, of apple juice. So we're just gonna lay it back on. I'm gonna kind of bring it forward. And you can see I've got the wood chips, water, and apple juice in here. Same thing in there. Eventually, that stuff's gonna start smoking a lot because it's been soaking in that water and stuff.
What in the world?
That was a big fireworks. That was like a can. That sounded like a cannon, y'all. I've got to get it shut. Let's see how high it is over here. And see how far down. Oh, it's going to hit there. So, all right, hang on. All right, I'm going to have to move that way. This way. So I can close it down a little bit. That handle gets hot, y'all. And it might work. Yeah, it can work. All right, so that's pretty close. We're definitely going to get a lot more smoke now. The way I got things kind of set up. I'm going to see if Melissa can hold my little ones in one hand and video, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. And I'm gonna try to get
His little tent back
my little
on.
tent back on. You know, just a little bit. I'm just trying to hold some of that smoke in.
I know some of that smoke. Whew.
Well, I mean, it's wrapped up now, so I gotta figure out which one went where. I think it went like this. Whoops. And the wind is starting to blow. So that smoke's gonna find its way out like it's supposed to. I don't need my little fork no more. Lord, isn't it?
Here.
Now we're getting some smoke.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I had to add another, this must have been backwards. Another bit of charcoal. About another half a bag. And that, them wood chips is gonna start smoking. Now I have to come back out here and cook some country style ribs because I don't think Emma's gonna eat this because she don't really do barbecue sauce a bunch. So I gotta cook about 5 or 6 country style ribs and the Marbell sausage. But we're gonna be going in and I'm gonna go live cooking getting my baked beans ready and my coleslaw. So y'all stay tuned for the live while we're inside out of this heat, y'all, because it is like crazy humid and it's gonna be 100 degrees again today. So we will see y'all in a little bit. Thank y'all so much for keeping up with me. We will show the end product when we get the pulled pork pulled apart after it cooks on here now, wrapped up for probably another 1.5 to 2 hours. So it'll be a little bit. But we will see y'all then. Thank y'all for checking out the videos. Don't forget to go subscribe to our With the BBQ channel on YouTube. We love y'all here at Small Town Reshop. Check out the shop, y'all. smalltownreshop.com. Happy 4th of July weekend, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. All right, so we pretty close to that 2-hour mark again. We're going to go ahead and pull it off.
Ooh.
And we're gonna take it inside and I'm gonna cut it open. So let's go in and take a peek and see what it looks like. Then we're gonna let it cool, tear it apart, put it in the pot, put the barbecue sauce, brown sugar, whatever else you want in your pulled pork. So we will go in and let's check it out. All right, y'all, we're inside. I got it inside. We're gonna cut it open and we're gonna check it out. I'm just gonna kind of cut it. Let's see, I might can pull this top one off. I'm trying not to let all of that apple juice and butter run out. Ooh, steamy. And that way I can kind of baste it. I'm gonna let it cool because I can't work it. It's pulling away from the bone. So that's what we wanted. We were watching and waiting for it to start pulling away from that bone. And as you can see, let me take this fork right here. And you can see that it's completely pulling away from that bone. And it's tearing apart, which is good. That's what we were after. And now we're gonna, oh, she wants a little piece.
I want to taste
She wants
it,
a
but I
taste.
don't want no barbecue sauce on it.
Now you're gonna get just a little juice where it ain't dry. And I'm gonna give her a little piece because we're gonna actually put some of that juice in the pot. But we're gonna, when this cools enough where I can get my hands on it, we're gonna stick it in this pot, add the barbecue sauce, add the brown sugar, all the goodness that makes pulled pork good, and then we're gonna get after it, y'all, because everything else is gonna be cooked. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. I think it's cool enough for me to start pulling it apart and getting it into the pot. So that's what I'm gonna do. Get y'all just a little closer. And I'm just gonna try to start pulling the bone out and get most of it. It's still kind of warm in places. I may have to use a fork to kind of tear it apart. I may have to move it. Give me a fork, Melissa, please. And I'm just gonna kind of get the bone and I'm gonna push these pieces out. I'm gonna try to pull them out anyway. There we go. Ow. And that way I can kind of get the fat pieces, you know, get some of the fat. I don't want to put all the fat. I'll put some of it, but I don't want all of it in the pulled pork. So we're getting that shoulder blade or that blade bone is all that is out. And you know when the bone comes out that they're good and ready. Kind of start getting some of the fatty pieces off. Now, if you let this completely cool, you can put your hands. Now, if I feel anything, you know, like a gristle or anything, I'm just kind of gonna cut just that part. I don't want that in the pulled pork sandwiches. So I'm gonna get it off. But if it was completely cool, you could put your hands in here and you could really get after it. But I'm gonna get it apart so it'll start cooling better. If it's big chunks of meat, and I gotta, you know, see how much of the fat is stuck on there. I'm right-handed, y'all. I can't do nothing with my left hand. And I'm just gonna cut just a little bit. That way it can, I'm kind of rushing it, so I'm just gonna make it where I can kind of cool it. And I'm just gonna kind of get some of these bigger fatty pieces off. If it's, you know, if it's not very big, I'm just gonna put it in there. Because there's a lot of meat, but there is a lot of fat that you gotta kind of watch for. Now this is all fat capped here. And I'm just gonna kind of get this, see if I can just separate the fat cap from the meat. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave that fat cap down there. Just trying to get mostly meat. I'm gonna use as much of the juice, or some of the juice. And I'm gonna make sure, got one more piece of meat here. And this is gonna be a big pot of this stuff. Now that's all fat. That's that bottom piece of fat. Oh, there's a piece of meat. And I'm just gonna spoon in some of that, the liquid. All right, I got it into manageable pieces in the pot. I did make a mess though, because I'll have to wipe up before I turn the burner on. I must have spilled a good little bit. But what I'm doing, Edie Kate wants something, is I'm putting some of this juice. All right, so we're getting some of the normal juices. That's that apple juice and just the juices from the pork butt in there. Now, I have a little bit of honey. I wanted some more, but I don't have any more. And this is actually about turned to sugar. So I'm gonna heat this up. I actually got 2 of them. I don't need a whole lot. And I'm gonna heat them up and see if I can put the honey in there. Because I wanted a little bit of honey. And then we're gonna be putting the barbecue sauce. I'm gonna be using some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce and some brown sugar. So we've got, we're gonna get some brown sugar.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be probably like a packed quarter of a cup.
What?
Is what we're gonna call it, like a packed quarter of a cup brown sugar. I'm gonna put the last of this honey that I about melted the bottle down. Right? So that one came out.
What?
That one got hot. It's probably not gonna be but about maybe a couple tablespoons of honey. And this is it. This honey right here is from Montana. The other's just some bought honey. This was from a follower of ours. So very nicely sent me some honey from where she lives. So, and it was really good, y'all. So that's gone. And now we're gonna do the barbecue sauce. And it's gonna take a good bit of barbecue sauce, y'all. I wanted that, so we're gonna go with about a half a bottle so far, to start. And we're gonna get it stirred. And then I'm gonna actually I'm gonna turn it on. Now there are some big pieces in here. I'm gonna keep tearing it apart as it simmers in this barbecue sauce mixture. And we're gonna let it just kind of cook down a little bit. So it's gonna cook probably another 30 minutes on the stove. And then I'll get it all tore apart completely. And we'll be ready to make the sandwiches. And I think it's gonna be really, really, really good. So let's get the top on it and let's get it cooking. So we'll be right back. All right, y'all. So it's been cooking about 15 minutes. Oh, and it's getting nice. So we're gonna stir it up, make sure it ain't sticking, and it's gonna steady start falling apart, and it's gonna really start. Now you're gonna have some chunks in it, but you can see how pretty it's gotten, and it's really starting to look like. Now you do have some big chunks I'm gonna break up, but it's really gonna be good, y'all. On some I'm gonna eat mine on tacos. I'm gonna have pulled pork tacos with coleslaw, the homemade coleslaw that I made on top of mine. We got baked beans. I got my baked beans. We got a peach cobbler and a blueberry cream cheese. Lord. And then I got some Marbell sausage and a couple of country style ribs for whoever don't want the pulled pork. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this part 1 through 4 of me smoking the Boston butt all the way to the pulled pork. Barbecue pulled pork is in here, ready to go, and we're getting closer to eating. A little later than I wanted to, but we all right. So y'all enjoy your 4th of July weekend. I hope you're eating something really good. I'm Craig with Small Town Reshop and with the Bickums on YouTube. We will see y'all next time.